What's up, ammo? Ah, I am good for nothing. I am destined to end up in... Oh. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Oh, you have an eternity. My name is Ammo. I write things for a living. Sorry for blocking your way. Ah, I'm afraid I don't deserve the title. I produce less than mediocre writings in great quantity for others. A ghostwriter, as they say. I doubt if I'm qualified to write at all, even for the rubbish I produce. Oh my. Let's talk about your works. What do you write then? I wrote some horror novels, the quality of which can be described with the name of the genre according to some critics. Yo, Belobog, why is your music so loud, man? Some say those novels should never have been written in the first place. For the disaster fiction I did, same critiques also apply. What about your ghostwriting? Have you heard The Tale of the Winterlands, the fiction that was recently banned? The publisher was actually quite happy with the quality and wanted the author to make some edits on the original so they can publish it again. But they did not expect the author to simply vanish into thin air. The editors had to contact me instead, asking if I can help with the project. Ha! Tale of the Winterlands is just some cheap folklore compiled together. I can give you 100,000 to 200,000 words with ease, piece of carrot cake to me. That was my response when I took the job. You know how hard it is to finally get something going? I was just trying to impress them, but ended up getting way ahead of myself. One of the editors had sent me a copy to let me get the feel of it. It wasn't until I started reading that I realized the book was going to be a classic. I had to admit, I couldn't even remotely reproduce the author's creativity and style. The editor has made several attempts to contact me since then, but I managed to avoid her each time because I just couldn't deliver. How would you rate? Well, no. You just said it would be a classic. What's your plans for the future? To avoid the editors for the time being, and contemplate on what to do for a living if I'm blocklisted. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Ha! I'll become a laughingstock in the history of literature if I do that. Who's this Ammo? How dare he write this rubbish and claim to be writing Tale of Winterlands? Recipe? Trash can. Trash can. Not remarkable in any way. You've been staring at it for a while, but it's just an ordinary trash can. What do you want to do? You try to hold back the urge to open it. Trash can! As you continue staring at the trash cans, they seem to turn before your very eyes. The edges are no longer rusty and the dents are smoothed over. From under the lid comes a faint golden glow, sweet and alluring. For a moment, the trash cans turn into treasure chests. And it's happening again. You take a deep breath and open the lid. It's empty. Wait, you reach deeper into the trash can. There's a piece of iron scrap on the bottom. Your hard work paid off. You've finally found the treasure. You look back at your companions and see their complicated expressions. You don't need to explain. I get it. That urge is too great for you to resist. Don Hong, excuse me. There's no turning back once you've walked down this path. Item obtained. What? Hold up. Like an actual item? I'm blind. There's my inventory. Aww. I don't know where it went. I mean, it said I obtained it, but I don't know where I find it. Okay, this is crazy. Sorry if that's too low for you guys now, but it was really loud. A tracing paper envelope, black with silver lettering. If you found it next to a mailbox, you'd speculate that this flyer coupon was a love letter sent to the wrong address. But this is a trash can. It reads, "Today is Guardian Elisa's birthday. The recipient of this letter must forward it to 3 other people within a day, or bad luck will follow them for a whole year. You wonder what happened to the person who threw it away." Belobog sausage? You can store your carry-on luggage here. The luggage is unguarded, so everything is up to the self-discipline of the people. I'd imagine it's a pretty, like, tight-knit community. Except for... I forgot his name. Start with an S. Simpano? Something like that. Except for him. He's probably from the underworld, though. Grab all these. Yeah, just to make sure that we actually did activate it. Oh, trash can! 2 trash cans! One stands glamorously shining, the other lies unceremoniously rusting. You want to help it up, but think better of it. Even trash cans have their dignity. Why are the trash cans so funny, man?
Come around and have a look.
Like, they didn't have to put these in, but they did. What's up, Lavone? Great location in the outskirts of the city. Energy and water already sorted out. For this fully furnished property with fabulous interior design, you need to bring nothing but yourself. High demand, limited supply. I'd want to take one for myself. Hey, you there. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for you to finish. What else can be said? The price is unbeatable. I have friends in high places, you get my drift? My sources have told me that the price of this property will only go up in the next 2 years. An increase of 30%. No, 40! To be honest with you, I'm being conservative here. The actual number is at least this much. Don't look so scared. See what I mean here? I'm trying to keep it on the down low because... trust me. I am the best local property agent. There hasn't been a house that I couldn't sell. I've probably said enough. Anyway, think about my proposal. Don't make a decision that you will someday regret. Tell me about these properties. It'll be too late if you don't make up your mind soon. If you have any questions regarding the property, I suggest that you ask me now. Are you certain on the info? Of course, I'm working with influential figures in Klapoth Fort on a number of projects. I've even met the current Supreme Guardian a few times. I can't go into details, as many are involved, if you see what I mean. I trust we understand each other. All I can say is if you're in, you won't regret it. But I don't have enough money. I understand your concern. Let me tell you this. Lots of people have already invested in it. All I need is a deposit, with which I will be able to secure your place for the property. Sounds good, huh? Money is not the problem here. In the long run, the earlier you make the investment, the more you get in return. But the outskirts have only snow-covered fields. I took you for someone who can think long-term. Don't be short-sighted. A property is an investment. If you wait until the house is built before you buy it, that'll eat into your profit margin. I've seen lots of people who like to wait before making a purchase. By the time they made their decisions, the price had already gone out of their league. You, my friend, look like a shrewd investor. Buy it before it's listed, and you'll be raking in money in a few years' time. Now, when you look at those fields again, do they still look like snow-covered dust bowls? They're unexplored gold mines. Again, why'd they put so much effort in this conversation? This is awesome. I still think you are a scammer. Don't be rude. I am Lavone. If you ask around, there's not a single soul in the administrative district who doesn't know my name. Only fools mistake opportunities for fraud. I trust you are not one of them. Even if you don't trust me, surely you have at least heard about the Supreme Guardian's new housing bill? Go ask around and see it for yourself. I myself have bought 2 properties. I can't be scamming myself, can I? It's now or never. Please make a decision soon. Can I ask you something else? Ask away. It's always a pleasure to help a customer. You are the only property agent in Belobog. Technically, I'm the only one in the administrative district. I do have a few competitors in other districts, but I'm sure you can tell who deals with bigger clients judging by the areas we operate in. They won't be a threat to me in a million years. I have data on all property sales in the administrative district for the past 700 years, and I know the nitty-gritty of the history of the 8 Belobog families. My knowledge has won me the trust of both government officials and regular people. People from all walks of life come to me when they need to find properties. Demand for housing has always been high, and my job is to help people find what they need. If so, what's the deal with the not yet built property we talked about? Nah, you don't want me to bother you with trivial details. What we talked about is a new business model called pre-sale. I take the money from the buyer, send it to the real estate company for delivery. If for some reason the property can't be delivered, I'll simply refund the buyer. Everyone ended up happy. I've learned from reliable sources that the next Supreme Guardian, Lady Bronya, is a moderate centrist. There's a 70% chance that she will be in favor of developing new districts. Combine that with the fact that I am the only property agent in the administrative district. Therefore, I decided to be a smart businesswoman who knows how to spread risk and maintain cash flow. This is a great opportunity if you're looking to make a fortune. Don't miss out. There we go. Anything else? That's all. So soon? Not going to make the purchase? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The mailbox looks like it's seen better days. You think he saw someone post Hold up. let me reread that. This mailbox looks like it's seen better days. You think you saw someone post a sausage between 2 bits of bread here. Come to think of it, maybe they were using it as a trash can. Lovely.
Come around and have a look.
Moomoo's all new sour cream. Weird. Yeah, why are the conversations so good here? Can't forget to pick this up. Manya. Sorry, I'm busy. Please make an appointment. If you already have an appointment, well, I'm on break, so you can get a number and wait until you're called. It's expected to be your turn in an hour. You just said you were busy, but everyone's waiting. My job is to help citizens solve problems. If I can't get enough rest, how can I help others effectively? A reasonable time allotment for both work and break helps improve efficiency. I understand your anxiety, but I'll have to ask you to be patient. Do you understand, my friend? There's something else I want to ask. Fine, if you insist. What do you do? Excellent question. My job involves a little bit of everything, but vital to keeping things running smoothly in Belobog. You could say I'm the unsung hero of this city. I'm responsible for grassroots affairs in the administrative district, listening to basic requests from people and solving day-to-day issues. In that case, can you hear out my request? Of course, but you will need to reserve a slot. My work hours are from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. I handle administrative and civil affairs during these times. I'm currently on break. As a public official, separating professional and private time is of basic importance. How do I make an official appointment? Please fill out a form at counter 236 on the second floor of the Klapoth Fort. Then have a staff member stamp it at window 35 on the third floor. After stamping, please head to window 155 on the first floor and wait in line for the proof of appointment. The formal processing usually takes 1 month after the appointment has been made. My goodness! To inquire about those specific processes, please consult the window staff when making the appointment. You're trying to slack off, aren't you? What would make you think that? But I don't blame you. Many have the same understanding, thinking this is just a job where you can kick your feet up. A job where I can just clock in, drink tea, read the newspaper, chit-chat with colleagues, and stare at the time, waiting to get off. That is all nonsense. Please, lose these false impressions of grassroots public officials. Our days are busy ones indeed. The trash can returns! A pretty postcard lies amongst the garbage. It reads, "Stay your hand. Only the following persons are permitted to go through Belobog's trash cans. Tatalov, Garbage King, and myself." It continues, "And the 45 members of the cleaning squad." There's nothing written on the back. You are confused. Even trash cans are serious business in this city. I'd say so. Is that a whole section, or does it end here? Okay, it looks like it ends here. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We're kind of just running around the outside area. Listen, everyone knows about the Limestein's encounter. Yeah, of course. Tell the whole truth indeed. And the Landaus? I also heard that at Goethe's. All I can say is knowing too much can be a mistake. Uh-oh. So there's some fun stuff going on then. Bench. Ergonomic in design, but their placement doesn't take the environment into consideration. Roaming Judge Furdo. What's up? Wait! Please file a report with the Silvermane Guards if you encounter any civil disputes. Please don't try to bypass the prosecution and discuss it with the judge directly. I know what you want to ask. I know. As a judge, how is it that I am standing out in the street instead of in the courthouse, right? Have you heard the term roaming judge? Forget about it. It sounds impressive, but I'm just a legal advisor sent to help the guards. Compared to my work at the court, this is a major waste of time. Don't you think it's a waste of my time to have me out here trying to talk sense into the elderly every day? I was a straight-A student at Belobog Law School. Why am I dealing with trivial family stuff? I should be in charge of more complex, important cases. That's where I shine. You know what I'm talking about, right? What's that look on your face? Forget it. You aren't much different from those old timers. Just come to me when you have a big case. Can we talk? Huh? Is it that obvious? Dealing with a bunch of ignorant old people every day. You would be annoyed too if you were me. What do you help them with? Legal issues? You think too highly of the people of Belobog. What they come to me for has nothing to do with the law. It's all complaints about daily life. It's always the same thing. The complainant tells me they have been altruistic and taken the big picture into consideration, and the offending party has taken advantage of them and is being ungrateful. You can hear thousands of stories like this at Soulwarm Festival family gatherings. Those stories are, in the end, moral blackmail, which I'm not interested in at all. But I am a legal practitioner after all, so it is my duty to help the public get to know the law. Every time it gets to this part, they start to pretend like they don't understand me. But who's to blame? After all, the law is always fair and impartial, showing favor to no one. Just hearing about it makes my head spin. You have a hard job. know, right? I can't go on being a rummy judge for a second longer. What do you deem as important? Corruption related with evil organizations or personnel involved, or at least arms smuggling or scams. Forget it. Just pretend like I'm talking nonsense. Belobog is too safe to have cases like that. Even if there is a big case, it's out of my reach. I'd like to report a scam artist. Lavone? Meet Furdo. Furdo, meet Lavone. Go handle that for me. Appreciate you. Collect. Petroleum jelly? Sounds great. That was weird. It sounded like a firework. It was just a boom. Weird. What's up, Ronald? Welcome to the grocers. What can I help you with today? I want to buy something. Oh, they actually have stuff here. Oh! Music! Of course we'll buy that. And then... recipe? Oh, I can't buy it? Okay. Yeah, we'll come back for the recipes then eventually. I don't know why I need any of this stuff right now, so I'm not gonna buy it. I don't think. Because I have a decent amount of money, right? But I don't know, in the grand scheme of things, how much money I actually have. So, we'll hold off on buying stuff then. Unless it's all like, upgrade materials. You know what? Let's just... we're just gonna say it's all upgrade materials. And we're doing this to just be prepared. And then I'm not going to worry about buying these yet. Wait, a chip for regulating language mastery, especially for seniors. You can only buy one for 99. This seems like it's quest related, actually. Synthesis material. Sure. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to, and then I bought them out. Wait, I thought it was trash nobody wanted. Anyways, thanks very much, boss. No, we say it again. No! Ah. I wanted to hear everything he had to say about buying that. Darn. Okay, well, we'll, figure it out eventually, I suppose.
You know what I mean.
A newspaper seller, Alexis. Interested in a newspaper? Yes, please. An interview with a weather expert discussing the causes of ice storms and other scientific information. Sounds like it's for Mr. Yang or Don Hong. Okay. I'll just get all these. Thank you. Pretentious man. Young lady, I've never seen you before. I've never seen you before either. You've never seen me before. Never seen Wallace? Then you must not be a local. I am Wallace Cambridge Limestein. I am the 25th head of the Limestein family. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Hello, Wallace Cambridge. Good. I'd say we're now fairly acquainted. Remember, if you ever need someone in the administrative district to get something done, just come to me. By the way, if you find anything or anyone interesting, let me know too. Life is all about having fun. Money is no issue. Curiosity fuels me. Ah, what a fine day it is. Is there anything you want to know? All ears. Are you rich? Oh, I wouldn't say I'm rich. I'm comfortable. I have a couple of properties in the administrative district that require maintenance. I have to pay taxes for them, but I'm far too lazy to rent them out. I mean, time is money. Besides, they're full of priceless relics. Not exactly. I'd I'd just like to own them. For example, a while back, Lord Simon told me he obtained a particularly rare gold watch, said to be a relic left behind by the Third Supreme Guardian. How could I miss out on such rarity? So I offered him 3 houses for it. I get the picture. Collect. Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost missed you, trash can. Scraps of paper are scattered all over the black garbage bags. They've been torn up so evenly that you begin to wonder whether this world may have discovered paper shredding technology. Piece them back together. Huh? You're gonna piece them all back together? After who knows how long, you finally complete your great undertaking. Countless paper scraps have become a wrinkled piece of paper. It was a letter from one citizen to another, but the radical content runs counter to standard notions of human hierarchy. The content is so scary that the letter disintegrates and drifts away on the wind as you finish reading it, never to be restored again. What is going on in the city? What is with your guys' trash cans? Y'all don't see that. You guys didn't want it? Okay. Oh, mailbox. It's a red mailbox. Seems like the mailman just finished with it. It stands on the street all alone. Aw. Oh, goodness gracious. There appears to be a lot to explore. That's kind of crazy. It's been like 25 minutes, and we've gone from here to here. That's actually wild. It's really cool. There's just so much stuff. Let's see. What do we got? Ooh, they're going through something. What do you think he got caught cheating? I think he got caught cheating. I saw it. Trash can. An unusually large paper ball. Upon unfolding, you find it contains wrinkled scraps of paper. Excuse me. I hereby tender my resignation on this, my final day of work. 2. I hereby tender my resignation on this, my final day of work. I wish to be frank. Generally speaking, my job is uninteresting, and so... 3. I hereby tender my resignation on this, my final day of work. I wish to be frank. Generally speaking, my job is uninteresting, and therefore has no meaning. 4. Forget it. Time for work. A few typos away from a new career. It was so close to something so new. Oh! Don't get close without courage. I love this. Blockade line, keeping watch on the road. They stand here all day, must be bored to death, not to mention that's really bad for your knees. That's gotta be. Somebody just didn't like him at the top, so they were like, you know what, you can stay here. Sorry, I'm gonna take that from you. I'm sure you were reading it, but... you know, I'm more important. What do we got down here, if anything? Nada. I think this is how we came in, isn't it? So that would actually take me out. Zoologist? Would you say Lila? You look special. We'll fish for a compliment. Do you mean I'm very pretty? Well, besides the hair, you appear to be normal. The way you dress isn't the norm around here. Those patterns are rarely seen, and there's no trace of petroleum jelly on those clean fingers and face of yours. I haven't had time to make them. I only just got the recipe. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. My name is Lila. I am a writer for The Voyager, and also a zoologist. Ah, yes, I've been rambling on. You probably haven't read the Underground Encyclopedia of Zoology, right? These interesting books on zoological science can be found on the market. So here, take these 2 books. Read them when you have the time. I want to ask, what creatures are there in Belobog? Cats and dogs. There are wolves and birds in the wild. That's about it, though. You'll have to check out the museum specimens to see what other kinds of animals there were in the past. I heard that hundreds of years ago, Belobog had domesticated bears and direwolves roamed wild. They're no longer around, though. But I believe there are other animals out there that survived the eternal freeze. I just have no way to prove it. Now I have no choice but to study humans. Did you know that humans in Belobog have at least 3 different origins? But you don't seem to belong to any one of them. That's why I was so surprised back then. You're right, I'm an alien. Haha! I must have been researching too much. Ever since I got my hands on that book, my head's been in the clouds. What book? This underground encyclopedia of zoology was apparently brought back from the underground by a Silvermane guard. It talks about a lot of strange creatures. Ever since I finished the book, I couldn't stop thinking about how these animals must look like. I really want to know more about these crystalline lizards, geomeral olms, funeral worms. I want to know what they eat, how they reproduce. Everything. Why don't you go look for them? I've been outside the city a few times for journalism, but there wasn't enough spare time to do ecological research back then. But recently, I met a benefactor who is willing to finance my expedition as long as his requirements are met. He's even willing to take care of the expedition permits and formalities as well. I'm already making preparations for the expedition. Well, then I wish you the best, Lila. If you see any rare species in the future, remember to tell me about them. I think I actually missed this vending machine. Can I interact with it? The machine rumbles. Oh, you can buy stuff. Camo paint. Upon use, immediately heals one selected down character for 5%. You know, let's keep it on deck. You never know. Keep it on deck. Little feller? Nothing. What do we got up here? We'll go this way first. Activate this space anchor. I know you don't have to actually interact with them, but in my head I do, so it is what it is. 2 trash cans. 2 trash cans. 1 for recycling, dry garbage, 1 for recycling, wet garbage. So, where would you throw a coconut husk? Dry. Correct. Coconut shell doesn't rot and it's not toxic. You can't recycle it either, so it belongs to the dry garbage. You immerse yourself in the joys of sorting garbage. Dude. A red mailbox with the corner of a white letter sticking out. This letter is unfortunately stuck. Take it. You carefully nip the letter with your fingers. The envelope includes the following. Dear kind-hearted soul, can you please buy me a stamp and post this for me? 1,000 thanks. You open the letter. There's a short message on the edge of the newspaper. Sister, please send me 50 shields ASAP. Love from your dear brother. Item obtained. Misdelivered letter. See, I'm finding rewards for stuff, but I don't know where they're going. Because from what I can tell, they're not going in my inventory. Hardship and nihility. Huh. Oh, wait. Here's this. Oh. Okay. Sanctity of the trash can. It's a consumable. Increase defense of all allies by 20% in the next battle. That's so fun. Mission item. Okay. A chip for regulating language mastery, especially for standard use Belobogian automaton. So we'll find something to put that in probably in a little bit. An envelope. Overworld can help. Maybe someone in the overworld can help you with this unsent letter. Okay. Then we have you. Okay. Phone booth. Looking at this phone booth, you feel like you could transform into a superhero. Do it! Trash can! There's a leisurely elegance to the trash cans, which exudes commanding confidence. It may have something to do with the letter fragment and its possession. Great place to hide something. Yeah, apparently. Street lamp. Curious to know whether street lamps also rely on geomarrow and give off warmth. The metal pole has already begun to crack. Nervous man. Yes. A quiet and foreboding wrought iron fence blocks the way. Quiet isn't the right word to describe it, because at this moment, you seem to hear faint muttering. Venture no closer, no closer. Then again, the voice could have come from the nervous man behind the gate. You approach him to ask why on earth he is playing ventriloquist for the gate. Venture no closer to me. Gate can talk? Are you asking me? I was simply too nervous to have noticed you. I'm truly sorry. Are you on the lam? Am I that attractive then? You're fishing for compliments I don't think you're gonna get. What are you nervous about? It's the back alley. Have you not heard? Some ghostly goings on have been happening in the back alley recently. Are you not a resident of this neighborhood? The back alley is an alleyway behind the theater. It's where we poor people live. Ghostly going-ons. I'm not too sure about the details. I just know that they're among us. And they've gotten their hands on some of the residents. Oh, thank goodness. It's all because of this gate. The neighbors and I wish to leave this place too, but we can't seem to get it open at all. All we can do is come out occasionally for some fresh air. It's getting late and I have to return. Just my luck, this blasted back alley. The man up ahead mutters some confusing words as his head shakes incessantly before disappearing into the shadows of the theater. What a strange man. I wonder if I'll run into him again. Trash can. Biggest trash can. A few tins labeled Belobog sausage, an unopened bottle of Gem Roger bread soda, a copy of the Crystal Daily with Supreme Guardian Kokoli on the front page, surrounded by Silvermane guards, crumpled paper ball, some withered flowers whose thermal dome is broken. To understand a city, go through its trash cans. Don't you dare waste it. Dude, this is actually crazy though. Like, there's so much to interact with. It's kind of insane. No, not kind of. It is insane. Oh, I was hoping I could sneak through there. Doesn't look like there's anything for me, at least. I'll take that. Can't interact with you. Take you. Y'all just chilling. Oh, trash can. The inside of this trash can is as good as new. You've never seen a trash can this clean before. In fact, you've never seen anything this clean before. This trash can is like the universe's very incarnation of purity. Maybe we're going too far. Stroke the trash can. You stretch your hand and gently stroke the trash can. A soft, tender, smooth, unconstrained, and tactile sensation travels up your fingertips. You feel a great sense of satisfaction, like that of some fairy tale princess who's just woken up from a night's sleep on 9 mattresses stacked on top of each other. All concern, exhaustion, and sense of duty fly away. There's no doubt about it. This is the world's most beautiful trash can. I don't know if it picks this up, but I'm taking a screenshot. We're just gonna call it trash can. What's up? What's in there? What's with your expression? Nothing, you decided to tell her. Wow. Lost virtue. Yes. Batman. Dude, this is actually crazy. This game is so much fun. I didn't think it was gonna be as much fun as it is to just run around. Oh, that was mentioned in the live stream thing too. I'm pretty sure it's a. Well, I mean, if you can't tell from outside, it's a flower shop in the middle of a city covered in snow. Hey, now you can't hide.
I want to see the adventurous moles.
Kids, be quiet. Thank you. An overwhelmingly fishy smell emanates from the trash can as you remove the lid. Instead of fish, you find only a fish-related flyer. Is this how synesthesia works? See on the menu, fresh daily moo milk, 2 shield per bottle. We will collect and then we'll talk to Fizz. I don't think I've met you before. Is this your first time visiting the bookstore? Can we talk? Alright, let's hear it. What do you want to chat about? How's business? Not bad. Belobog has a lot of people who love to read, but it would be nice if everyone paid for the books they read. Do you have any recommendations? You came to the right person. What kind of books do you like? Fantasy. Fantasy? You love this one. It's about a traveler from a different world who is on a journey to find their family. It's very popular among young people. I loved it. I'll leave you to your work. Sorry, I was caught up in my reading so that I didn't notice you. Do you need help with some books? What do you have? I'll be here reading. Let me know if you made your selections. Mythological Tales of Jarilo, God of Spring and War. Oh, whoops. Analysis of Jarilo. Or Yarilo, sorry. Let's head to the plant shop. Oh goodness, I'm dumb. I was like, I hear playing, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from for a second. Yeah, see, there's always this pop that happens. Flower bed. You see a tall but thin plant with, actually, no, I say that columnar shape. Never had to say it. I don't know. Ever Summer Florist. It's really pretty in here. This lighting is really good. I'm gonna take that. You didn't notice. I have sleight of hand. Alright, Vaska. Artem, Dalmir. One is frost, the other flame. They are both carefree, and exploring the unknown world, they suffer many ups and downs, yet they are still by each other's sides. Oh. Artem is such a gentleman. Who is Artem? He is the perfect man. He is the kindest character I've ever read about. He has the right sense of humor. He's caring, thoughtful, and restrained. Huh? Oh. I may have gotten a little too wrapped up in the book. Sorry for rambling on. Welcome. What can the Florist Vasca do for you? What about these? These flowers come in a variety of colors and prices, but really, they are all priceless. For example, this one is named Sunshine is Lovely. Its red and yellow colors make it look like the sun. Just looking at it makes you feel warm inside. It's a great choice for a gift or even to keep for yourself. What do you think? Or do you want to know more about the other kinds of flowers? What about the Marquise? The Marquise is our most expensive flower. There's a grand story behind its name. Rumor has that it was a noble woman spent her entire family's fortune on one of these flowers. This is why it was given the name Marquise. To this day, it is beloved by high society. First snow? The flower has 8 petals with white spots at each tip. Just like snowflakes a long time ago, the first snow of the year was called first snow, symbolizing harvest and joy. What about summer shade bamboo? It would be more appropriate to call it a plant rather than a flower. It is said that long ago, artists would use its long stalk with holes on it to create musical instruments. Probably... Oh, probably. Other ones, please. The sunshine. It's a sunshine. A red and yellow flower looks like one, just like a... Fall peony. It is a very expensive flower. It blooms only once a year for 1 month. But honestly, the price is completely worth that 1 month of bloom. Rainbow. Oh, this is our best-selling flower. It's colorful and gorgeous and is offered at a great price. The one you just mentioned. Okay, thank you. I learned a lot today. She got cactuses too. Weird. Headed back out to the administrative district. We did that side. We went to that shop, talked to the news boy. We went to that shop, went there, went around that outside, went down the street, and we're here. So next is this area with the fountain. Chavez, enthusiastic man. Chavez, young person, look over here. Just 2 minutes of your time can save you from future losses. Has a sneaky kid with dark blue hair ever come up to talk to you? Isn't that Sampo? Sampo? You've been scammed! That's just an alias. That means you're a victim of the dark blue scam. Take my advice. That guy is a serial scammer. Don't believe anything he says. Here, take this. This is a tutorial on preventing scams written by the Dark Blue Scam Victims Association. Read it carefully, and if you have any questions, come to me. Can I ask a question? Go ahead. It's our responsibility to help prevent the public from being scammed. That's right. The members of the association are all former victims. We are united to share what we have learned and help the public by raising awareness. The guide goes over the case studies of those who were scammed by the blue-haired swindler. It is evidence of his evil crimes, a painful lesson that we predecessors suffered. How were you scammed? The first time I met that guy, he asked if I wanted a parallel universe printer. Well, I asked him how the printer works, and he immediately started rambling on a bunch of smorgasbord about science and stuff. I was almost caught up in it. Terms like parallel universe, aeons, and parity anomaly. Swindlers love to use these words related to the universe and eons to scam people. I didn't believe him until he used it to print money. He made 2 bills with the exact same serial number. Did the printer work? Of course not. Otherwise, why do you think I would have joined the association? Sometime later, after the counterfeiting scam, I bumped into the same blue-haired guy again in an alley in the commercial district. I should have had the Silvermane guards arrest him, but I was so angry and I needed an explanation. Instead, he asked me with a straight face, "Were you staring at the printer?" He accused me of not reading the manual and wasting such a genius invention. He even offered to refund the full payment so that he could find another buyer for the parallel universe printer. He also said if the operator keeps staring at the printer, the parallel universe transmission can't happen. The only way to avoid interfering with the transmission process is to observe it with the help of an ether lens. So you bought an ether lens. Doesn't that sound reasonable? So I was tricked again by his apparent sincerity. Now, I know that 9 out of 10 people who try to associate the products with any kind of parallel universe theory are scammers, but they actually exist. Are you kidding me? Do you really expect me to believe that? Or are you working with the blue-haired guy? Get out! If you don't leave, I'll have the Silvermane guards come and arrest you. Can you run back through? I know, I probably should have done this for other conversations. How much did you pay? The price isn't important. What's important is that you need to be careful so the same scam doesn't happen to you. Bumped into him again. So you bought the ether lens. I'm so scared. Laugh at me if you want. Just remember what I told you. Be careful with anything related to parallel universes. Anti-fraud guide.
The new Moo sour cream would cost me my life savings.
Don't buy it. Oh, she's sweet. Got a book. Traveler who survived the blizzard. Your heart must be as cold as the benches in Belobog. Anybody up here want to talk?
Don't get your clothes wet.
Aw, that's adorable actually. Investigate. Fountain in the plaza is shooting out cool, tepid water. You can see through the ripples that the bottom of the fountain has metal coins strewn around. It looks like the locals use this as a home kind of wishing pool. Toss a coin and make a wish. You pull out a local coin and make a wish as it flips through the air. Afterwards, the coin sinks down into the water, becoming just another unremarkable reflection among all the others. You patiently wait for your wish to come true. When you hear a loud shout from behind, it turns out that you're not allowed to toss coins here. You hurriedly turn to walk away with no time left to wonder if your wish came true. What?
Careful now. Don't get your clothes wet.
Count. You're so bored that you decide to count the money on the floor of the fountain. And bored is putting it lightly. There are loads of weird stuff floating down there, and there are more coins than can be counted. You'll need a more scientific method.
Don't get your clothes wet.
Force yourself to count them. You understand that the simplest solutions are often the most practical. As the waters fall, light refracts into your eyes until 3 superimposed images form before you. In the end, you reach the final count, 133 coins. Is this number pertinent? Perhaps. You write it down, but then again, the number might change later on. Count. Go in 5s. You break things down into groups of 5. The trick works great at first, but over time your eyes get tired and your memory grows unreliable. In the end, you reach a final count, 125 count. Gosh, 125 coins. Is this number pertinent? Perhaps. Okay. Scientific notation. It's not that scientific notation is scientific per se. You understand this, but still decide to give yourself a little challenge. Just like that, the numbers tumble through your brain with their limitless, profound meaning. In the end, you reach a final count, 122 coins. I'm loving this. I am loving this. Count. Try utilizing principles of computer graphics? In a flash, you transform the entire fountain into a high-res image and save it into your memory. Next, you binarize these images in your mind and use morphology tech to begin your crazy calculation. In the end, you reach a final count, 152 coins. Wow, they're all different. All different. Fish it out. Hang on. Are you serious? This is the plaza, in full view of the public. Take one big step back here, even if nobody saw you. It's a public amenity. Wouldn't your conscience prevent you from doing this? Forget it. Seeing as this is such a creative idea, just go ahead and do it.
Don't get your clothes wet.
Do so at your own risk. Moral standards are materialized in the physical form. Thumb up approvals on a rare site. What matters is that you're recognized. Confirm. It begs saying that this fountain really does have everything in it. Just like the ancient treasure tombs of the emperors gone by. Look, you somehow find amidst these ripples solid water. Makes sense to find it inside a wishing well, I suppose. Oh goodness, this is awesome. This is actually awesome. Nika? Publishing house editor. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, sorry to bother you. Can I take a moment of your time? Can I ask you a question about literature? Of course. Just one of those general questions. I'd like to hear your take on it. I'll get straight to it. How would you rate these two books? Snow Plains and The Three Tables. Makeup. Hazel. Powerful, stylish, and full of unexpected twists and turns. These two books demonstrated with their refined language the strengths of both authors. Their attempt to question and explore the spiritual side of mankind is commendable, but unfortunately falls short compared with some of the greatest works of literature. Amazing words of wisdom from a true master. Let me introduce myself. I am Nika with the Crystal Daily. Sorry to bother you, but we are collecting petitions from readers to lift the ban on the tale of the Winterlands. It would be wonderful if you could sign here. Of course, feel free to raise any concerns. Ah, yes, as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give you the 7 Wonders of Belobog as a gift. I have some questions. What exactly is Tales of Wonderlands? Have you never heard of it? It's an adventure novel published by us. The Architects banned it not long ago, which forced us to destroy what's left in our stock as well. But I can assure you, there is no problem with the content. It's just too creative. By that I mean it depicts the wonders beyond the snow curtain. Truly a magnificent work. The town hall worries that people might venture out of the city without permission after reading the book. They have their concerns and I understand that, but you can't blame a novel for that. Where can I read it? I don't have a copy with me at the moment. I'd suggest you go find Ammo in the administrative district. I commissioned him to adapt Tale of the Winterlands and sent him a copy a while ago, or if you can get the book through other means, feel free. It's not that easy to get a hold of novels these days. Thank you for your trouble. You aren't buying public opinion, aren't you? No. Think of it as me asking for a favor. I am a certified editor from a reputable publishing house. I won't engage in anything unethical. I am merely encouraging people to express themselves. If you think the novel should be banned after reading it, by all means, please say so. I will encourage you to write down your opinion. But of course, if you think it doesn't deserve the ban, that's even more of a reason to speak out. What do I need to do exactly? Simple. Just sign this petition and add a comment about what you think. Okay. I don't know if he will or not. We'll save it for the end. We're almost all the way around anyways. I was gonna head straight for him, but we'll just finish up here and then head to Ammo. I know it's probably a Mo. I don't know, it's called Ammo. Sounds cool. Dominic, he's a lecturer. Children of Everwinter City, proud citizens of the preservation, hold your heads up high, grind yet not against the mundane vulgarities of everyday discourse. Always remember deep in your hearts the teachings of the architects and the Supreme Guardian. He seems rather involved. Would you like to hear him finish his preaching? Continue listening. Normal it is for you to have doubts in your hearts because you look around yourselves and you can't see the preservation anywhere. You cast your eyes hither and thither, and nary do you see any evidence of very existence of the preservation. And yet comes this very day. I shall resolve your doubts and let you feel the true grace of the preservation. Let you marvel at the almighty will of the architects. Listen to what the crowd is saying. Hear that? What an impassioned speech. Praise the architects, as his words have reinvigorated my lust of life. Is it really as great as you say? If you ask me, these architects just say the same empty rhetoric day in and day out. And if you got time for all this bluster, you've got time to help improve everyone's living conditions around here. I've been off for a big walk and come back. It's still going. Kids these days, they never shut up. Keep listening. The preservation is the embodiment of Klapoth and is with us all the time. It's the secret force that imperceptibly shapes our personalities, impacting all the important decisions that we make during our lives. The reason why you struggle so to find it is because the preservation's grace is integrated with the worlds we know, diffused throughout the air we breathe, refracted through the light we see. It has gently embraced us in its bosom since the very dawn of our existence. The admonishments of the Supreme Guardian remind us to never take the preservation's grace for granted. We must inherit the spirit of our architect ancestors, to persevere and survive in this world of ours, and to bravely defy any calamities we face. The fragmentum and the eternal freeze. These are just bumps in the road on the path to carrying out the will of preservation. O brothers and sisters, stand together with thine architects and our Supreme Guardian. Follow in her footsteps, for victory is our destiny. So we have to go down that side too. Trash can. You may have noticed that yes, there are an unbelievable number of trash cans in the city. Somebody did once propose to reduce the number overall, or to initiate some kind of garbage tax policy, but it only increased the amount of garbage on the street. Now people in the city have come to the consensus that trash cans are Belobog's other business card. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Molly, technology staff. Sigh, I'm so annoyed. What's wrong? I've got a lot on my mind. What, you've never seen someone express emotion before? Or just passing by. Sorry, I shouldn't have lost my temper. You showed up at a bad time. I'm Molly, the executive consultant of Silvermane's Guard's technology division. Who are you? That's an interesting title. Huh? Why am I commenting on people's names again? Sorry. Is there something important you wanted to see me about? I'm not in the mood for small talk. I wanted to ask you. What's bothering you? It's about the guards. I'm in no position to talk about it. They don't like me and they're giving me a hard time. I don't know why they are like this. I'm just trying to do my job. That's it. Anyway, it was so depressing in the army, so I came to get some... English is such a hard language. So I came out to get some fresh air. Are you always this grumpy? Me? Grumpy? How can you tell? From every word you've yelled. It's not like I'm on a bad date or something. This is just how I talk. Forget it. I assure you that this is not how I normally am. What does a technical consultant do? My job is to coordinate engineering projects and monitor product quality. Oh, also, when there is need to outsource a military project, I will participate in the negotiations and assist in the selection of vendors. I've been so worn out of work lately. Who said that using your head to work is easier than physical labor? Why don't you leave? What will people think of me if I leave because of this little setback? Forget it. I'll try to endure it. Maybe everything will be better soon. That's all.
So, this friend of mine.
An issue. New policy. I have a friend. No, please hang on. I've always been curious about this one thing. Huh? How did you manage to make so many friends? Oh. He's that person that's like, my friend of a friend. Actually, I have a friend. Did you know my friend? He's that guy. A nice looking trash can, but that's all it really is. A trash can. We'll head over this way to the guards. Distressed citizen.
Let me pass. I'm not afraid to die. I've lost everything. Everything.
The one citizen that's voice acted. This has got to be important. Alright. To unlock this area have not yet been met. Okay, so we do get to go that way eventually. Trash can! You smell a strong stench as you approach the trash can, almost as if there was some strange, twisted, dark purple aura surrounding it, protesting in no uncertain terms. No living entities permitted. Be that as it may. You gonna open it? Open it! While your astonished companions look on, you hold your breath and proceed towards the can like a soldier charging into a hail of bullets. Wait, why are you so interested in rooting through every trash can in the city? What do you have to gain? Charge! You decided to open the lid of the can with a determined mind. At your first glance, you saw that strange, stinky thing. Suddenly, like an old monk sitting in concentrated introspection, you reach out and grab it. However, you fail to reach enlightenment given that your companions just ran for cover, holding their noses. Darn. Rewards. Trash. Try again. A pretty postcard is lying in the trash can. It reads, "Friend, you've crossed the line. This isn't something you should have touched. Signed, Garbage King." There's a coin glued to the back of the postcard. Seems like this king understands that you need to tip someone if you want them to pass on a message. Seems like you got yourself a real competitor when it comes to rooting through trash cans. Why would he call himself Garbage King? Isn't he embarrassed? They wouldn't understand. This is an art. Hey. I always feel this strange calm when I stare at the trash can, as if finally returning to where I belong. Ah, the breeze and the smell. Oh, don't mind me. I was completely lost in that sense of belonging. I remember you, friend. What brings you here? Trying to see. No, it's fine. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Yeah, we'll figure out where some of this stuff goes later. The only other person I could really think of would be to take that here. The only other thing I could think of would be to take this. I know it's language and it's not like related to heaters or whatever, but we'll take it to Serval and maybe she'll take it. Yeah. What do you have today? Repair to chat or just listening to music? Just want to chat. Whoops, I don't even know what I just clicked. That's right, who told you that? They must have great taste. Not many people up in the overworld consider our rock art a gig. Most people just call it noise. Oh, yeah. I guess we asked a question related to what Japard told us. When's the next gig? Whenever we want. If we want to, we do it. Otherwise, we don't. That's rock music. Who's in your band? Guitar and vocals are handled by me, of course. The keyboardist is the youngest and cutest of us. And Drums is Pela. But she's drums? That short stack is drums? No basis. Oh. Alright, we won't go into that one then, especially if Cacolia herself is interfering. Mechanical fever. Just look at the decor. You can probably guess, right? It's a mechanical repair shop, of course. Of course, there's nothing in Belobog that it can't fix. Anything as small as a Geomera radiator to as large as a car engine, or even a Silvermane automaton. Ah, but of course cars and automatons can't be dragged into a small room. I offer an outcall service for those, as well as maintenance and renovations of everyday things. We also had a modding service, like fitting an external drill to a snowplow or a ballistic computer to a toaster. Wow. Put simply, the motto of our workshop is nothing is unfixable. As long as you can imagine it, come see us. If there's anything we can do, we'll give you a friendly price. Business. What's that? Just kidding. There's not much to say about our workshop's business. I make about as much as we spend each day. But I don't plan on just working for a crust. Life is short, so what's the point of just living to make money? If I got the time, I'd rather be tinkering on my hobbies. Ah, speaking of which, we sometimes put on rock gigs here at the workshop. Why don't you come check it out if you like? Cool, I'll be free to chat later. And then we'll see if a different cube pops up. Nope. Okay. Video recorder. Toolbox. Okay. I knew it was kind of a shot in the dark, but it's the only place I could think of that would actually use it. So this is the drum player.
Any questions?
Who are the
architects
architects?
are followers of the Aeon Klapath. It was they that foresaw the crisis, built up our walls, and established Belobog, preserving the spark of human civilization.
Or saw the crisis, or were a part of the crisis, like they were aware of it?
Or, to put it another way, the architects are Belobog's founders and saviors. Even today, they are still tending to the city.
The same ones? How did the Eternal Freeze occur?
For the Scientific Research Division, the Eternal Freeze is no ordinary natural disaster. Meteorological records from hundreds of years ago cannot explain the cause. To put it simply, it's a problem that has plagued Belobog scientists for centuries.
What are those blue crystals?
What are they made of? It's Geomera that's undergone a change in color. The color of Geomera is related to the environmental temperature during its refinement.
And does the monument have any symbolic meaning?
The monument is made up of two parts. A gear that symbolizes knowledge and industrial strength, and huge ice crystals that symbolize the eternal freeze. These two symbols are bound together, the gear restricting the ice. It represents the unyielding spirit of the architects in the face of nature's barbarity.
No
And
more
what about you
questions.
guys? Take your time. We're not in a rush.
Dude. I know it took a little over an hour to go through everything I could find on the surface, and I'm sure I missed something, you know. But I tried. Like, see? Why am I like this? See, I even came down here, man. But I went straight down instead of noticing the trash can.
So that's what this is all about.
So, we can end this part with a trash can. Don't let me down. Trash can, trash can, trash can. A wrinkled, handwritten flyer is lying in the trash can. You can just make out the following. This will be our best price for Valentine's flowers for the entire year. Take this chance to send your loved ones some flowers. Considering all the other cliched advertising, this is pretty good. What do you like to give us a present? If they put it like that and I catch one that they're on ordinary discount, on clearance, or picked up off the street, then those people are toast. Dude. I did not expect Belobog to be this fun. And this is just the overworld. And presumably, I don't know how this actually works, but presumably this is just one portion of the overworld as well. We'll be able to go to other sections later, like the Backwater Pass. There's a restricted zone. Yeah, it's just, yeah. It's gonna be fun, man. 9 out of 10, I missed one. Why am I like this? I guess I wonder if it counts if it's inside. It could be in here, but this vending machine. Oh well, I'll figure it out in my own time. Guys, I don't know why. I know it probably wasn't, I'll say this every time, but not the most entertaining. Like I said, this is kind of like a half a part, just kind of clearing out an area, but this is so much fun for me. Even though it was a lot of conversation and dialogues, quite literally everything we did, it was so entertaining on my end. So entertaining. I hope that you guys had as much fun, or at least enjoyed it as much as I did, because that was amazing. So much time and effort went into them giving descriptions for all those trash cans, man. And the people had such good conversations. Such good conversations. They gave a lot of good information and stuff. So I'm not going to complain about that. Really good dialogue so far. But that's going to be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Always, always, always appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you for stopping by. Stay safe. Take care. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.